That's a memo. Now for the top story tonight, let's bring in radio talk show star and Fox News analyst Laura Ingraham. She is with us from Washington. Okay, my assessment, is it accurate, brilliant, perspicacious?
Perspicacious, yes. I think it's slightly perspicacious, Bill. Look, I think we heard a little bit of Hurricane Sarah last night. It was Category 6. I mean, she blew a lot of the pundits right out of the room and cable television who were expecting that she was going to fall flat or that she was going to stumble. In fact, she looked like she could go toe-to-toe with Joe Biden, and she did. She came out. She was very confident. She seemed to understand what she stands for, her principles, and she has this ability that I don't think after 36 years in Washington, she has this ability to connect with the average person out there. And I got emails from people across this country who really aren't that political who said, wow, I was really worried about her, but wow. I mean, I heard so many wows last night. It was quite stunning.
Okay, but in the polls, the snap polls, and I don't put too much credence in these,
yeah.
But I don't think Fox News did one, but CNN did one, the others ddid one. Biden came out the winner in all of the snap polls. Well, why would you say, of course he did? Why?
Well, I mean, I you know, tune into some of the other networks to see what the other folks are saying. And
the enemy,
it
Laura,
really is,
to see what the enemy was saying.
I was going to say the enemy, but it's
right.
Friday. I'm trying to go into the weekend with a lot of goodwill, Bill.
I'm
trying to spread the love here as this market is tanking. So, look, I was listening to everybody try to figure out a narrative for this now, because it was that she was a kind of a flash in the pan at the convention. She could give a good speech. Then she goes on Katie Couric, and they were calling her dumb and a dolt and stupid and making fun of her family and all that stuff. And now she comes out again. She comes out on stage, and people are saying, oh, my goodness. I mean, she hasn't been around as long as Ronald Reagan, but I had talked to a lot of people who worked with me in the Reagan administration, Bill, and the word Reagan-esque came up more than a few times last night.
She
so
connected.
She's doing something.
I'm a professional. I've been doing this 35 years on television. I know when people do well on television. And she did well on television. And I'll tell you, I studied that JFK-Nixon debate. And there was no question Nixon had much more knowledge about both domestic and foreign than Kennedy. But Kennedy wowed him. Wowed him. And that's what I saw last night. I saw this charisma. And that's the word. She has charisma.
She's the future. Bill, I think what you saw in Sarah Palin, regardless of what happens in November, what you saw in Sarah Palin really embodies the future struggle within the Republican Party. More the Wall Street Journal, elite Republicans versus more of a, down-to-earth, I think, slightly more populist wing of the Republican Party.
That sounds like me, but I'm not a Republican, but down-to-earth populist.
Yeah, well,
and every time I get down-to-earth populist, you're going, we have to have an intervention on O'Reilly. I listen to your radio program. We have to have an intervention. Every time I get populist, there you are. Go ahead.
No, when you were screaming about right-wing radio a couple of weeks ago, I got mad at you. But let's keep it on what happened last night, though.
You're not mad at me anymore, though.
No, I have plenty of time to get at you for that. But look, Joe Biden, Bill, screwed up on the Constitution questions, okay? He doesn't even know what the role of the vice president is in the Constitution. What I'm saying is he's been there for 36 years, okay? He doesn't know the provisions of the Constitution that govern the legislative and executive branches. I think if Sarah Palin had got both of those points wrong last night,
maybe.
You would have never heard the end of it.
But don't you feel that the folks are tired of the gotcha game? I do. I just think the folks are...
No, you know what I think they're tired of, Bill? I think they're tired of politicians who go to Washington and say they're going to represent the people.
Oh, there's no doubt.
As you demonstrated last night with Barney Frank, with the interview that should be is an award-winning interview and a takedown of Barney Frank. That was fantastic.
What award, though? I don't know who's going to give me that award. It's not going to be...
Well, you won the soundbite contest award for the whole week on the Laura Ingraham show.
Let me explain what this is. Laura Ingram's radio show, one of the most popular features, is Soundbite of the Week. And I, your humble correspondent, and the recipient of the award this week. Which soundbite was it?
It was when you called him a coward and basically said he was a total liar. That was what everybody loved. And the reason people liked it, Bill, wasn't just the entertainment factor of it. People want accountability here. And what Sarah Palin could have said last night, but I think they wanted her to stay very positive and nice, kind of a nice image. What she could have said is, look, The people of this country demand answers, and everybody, left, right, and center, who was involved in this, who profited from this, who got mortgages that were phony baloney out of this, every single person should have to testify on Capitol Hill, and we demand real structural reform. That's what we demand. She didn't say that last night.
You're absolutely
and I think
right.
She was
well, she
constrained
did
by the
in a way.
McCain
She
people.
said it a few times, but you hit on a very astute point. She was told to keep it positive. Don't go in and try to be negative. Sell yourself again, just like you did at the convention. Sell yourself again, and she did. She came out and sold herself again.
That's not going to be enough, Bill.
No,
Bill, that is not going to be enough for the next 30 days.
She's got to come in here.
No way.
I understand Greta Van Susteren is going to be talking to her next week, and Greta's a good interviewer, but she's got to come here. She's got to come on your show. She's got to go up and answer some now. She's back in the game. Back in the game, okay? Tina Fey and all these little snarky people, they can't get away with this now anymore, okay?
Well, Bill, when McCain is winning, McCain is reviled by the media. If he thinks the road to victory is paved with niceties coming from all of his old friends in the media, he's wrong. He's got to be tough. He's got to hit hard. He's got to name names. He's got to paint Barack Obama for what he is, very far left on most issues. When he does that, Bill, when he does it consistently with the Paris Hilton ad, all of that, he wins. If he doesn't do that, it's over for him.
All right. Laura Ingraham, everybody. I appreciate the award. Do I get something, Laura? Do I get a present?
The plaque is in the mail, and you get the home version of the Laura Ingraham radio show.
Did you send one to Barney, too? He ought to share in the victory.
I think he's still recovering. I sent him a fruit basket today after that interview.
You are a compassionate conservative, Laura Ingraham, everybody.
Thank you.
Next, we'll get the other